Hello everyone, this is John.
And this is Murat.
We're back with episode 18.
Wow, I guess we're still on the subway, right?
I mean, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
I think I am, and then I think the whole world is.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers show it too.
Yeah.
But it's such a great song. And, it encapsulates her emotions very well.
Yeah.
And it is a song that we haven't heard in a while. I mean, the raw emotion, and we've talked about it last week.
Yeah.
And the numbers show that. And let's talk about numbers then.
Yeah, and I think based on the predictions.
By the way, we are talking about The Subway by Chappell Roan.
Yeah, I mean, sorry guys. I mean, we're so excited by the song and how it kind of shook the charts. And I think the entire year, right? And I think it was kind of a pale year, to say the least, in terms of...
It was.
Yeah,
it
right?
It was one of the palest.
Yeah. And I think this one, I think with it, all of the intensity of the song, with its regrets and heartbreak and feelings, etc., I think it definitely shook us. So coming back to the song and coming back to the numbers, so based on the predictions recently published by Talk of the Charts, we expect the Subway to debut at number 3, and if so, it's going to be the highest peak position of Chappell Roan.
Yeah. I think she deserves like more hits at the top, like number one hits. I mean, she should have gotten a number one by this point. I mean, in UK, she is headed for number one. She's already number one.
She already had it.
And it's her second number one hit there.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
And the second one this year, in March, she got her first number one in the UK with Pink Pony Club.
PPC.
Yeah. And now it's her second. So I guess, this is the only artist, Chappell Roan is the only artist in the UK that scored more than one number one this year. Wow.
Wow.
For she's becoming
like this
huge in the UK.
Yeah, but she truly deserves this.
Yeah.
And in Billboard Hot 100 as well. I mean, she should have gotten that number one.
Yeah.
But of course, charts, this is the true nature of charts. You never know what happens. But still, this is a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
And congrats.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this song won't die down and going to be there for a while and hopefully go for that number one position. But it has some fierce competition, as you know.
Yeah.
As everyone knows. And let's talk about that competition now.
Yeah. So
things are about to change.
So do you think like it's going to be... are things going to be ordinary, or are things going to be like golden, or...
Things are going to get golden.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, there was a time when ordinary was all fresh, new, and we were rooting for it to get to number one.
Yeah.
It deservedly got to number one, of course.
Yeah, of course. Congrats to Alex Warren.
Yeah, once again. But it has been there for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think 13 weeks in UK.
Yeah.
And it already is considered as the song of the summer because the duration it went to number one and has been number one for several weeks during the summer. So it already is the song of the summer according to the charts. But it has become ordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to make this joke, and I know it's not creative, but things have gotten ordinary at the top of the charts.
And I think, in my humble opinion, also when we look at the social media, we also see this kind of response from the general public. And I think one of the vestiges of this response that we see on the chart is the lowering streams of ordinary. Joe, for example, this week versus last week, we see that ordinary streams in Spotify US has increased. Still, I think when we look at the numbers, we see it is increased by 6%. Though, for example, last week when we look at the published Hot 100 chart, we see that in the overall streams, the total weekly streams has decreased by 6%. So
what does that tell us?
I think the general public is kind of moving away from the song in terms of streaming, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it has been so much since the song was released.
Yeah.
And new songs are coming, like the Subway is a fresh song that has that has the potential to be number one and to be playlisted as well. So it's gonna be on people's playlists for a long time. It has that replay value.
Yeah.
So maybe people are moving on, and it's summer.
Yeah.
Ordinary is a bit too stale for summer. Like it's a bit weak. So it's inevitable. But radio is the one that has to move on from Ordinary for it to drop.
Yeah. Yeah. For example, when we look at the last week's published as under chart dated August 9, we see that overall radio airplay audience impressions has decreased by 1%. So
just
it's only 1%.
That is
there
not
is a
enough.
kind of a little slide down the road.
Yeah, but that won't be enough.
Yeah, of course. But recently we've seen that Luke Combs and Alex Warren release the live version of Ordinary, and we know that you announced to our listeners who maybe did not have the chance to kind of catch up with the news during Luke Combs' set on Lollapalooza. Alex Warren comes in and sings a surprise song, Ordinary. They sing it, and it becomes kind of this viral thing. So they kind of decide to release it. So they release it this Friday. I think this also shows that they don't want to drop this competition. They want to get more and more.
And last week they had this discount on iTunes, so they want that number one as long as possible, and they're not letting go.
Yeah.
But this is not enough.
Yeah.
And they're pulling everything that they can.
Yeah.
And this live version is the last one, actually. But it won't be enough because things are about to get golden.
Yeah. So they're going finally up, as they say in the song.
Yeah,
they're going up. So they're finally going up. They're finally getting the gold medal, so to speak. Based on the predictions, though it's still super close. But based on the streams, I think we have seen the entire week. I think they have a very huge chance of getting number one. Though, of course, it's not certain at this time of recording that we're doing.
Yeah, it's possible, though. And they are saying that some prediction accounts are also saying that it's going to remain at number one in the upcoming week, too. So that's going to be 2 weeks at number one for Golden. Yeah. And Ordinary won't be reaching 10 weeks at number one.
Yeah, definitely. And I think let's talk about this strength of Golden for a moment, because, for example, when we look at the last week's official numbers, Golden's weekly total streaming in the US was 28.9 million, which is more than 1.4 million streams than Sabrina's Man-Child when she debuted number one with the song. So, but back then, Ordinary's radio wasn't as strong, so she was able to debut. So it's like, it is currently now even stronger than the song of the kind of the singer that was really strong last year.
Yes.
And comes
Sabrina
back.
Carpenter is like one of the hottest artists out there at the moment.
Yeah.
And Golden is relatively new, and it's just a soundtrack song from a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an accomplishment.
Definitely.
And
I think it has kept increasing, and it's still increasing, right? I mean, we've been talking about this, but the more we talk about it, the more it increases every week.
It hasn't stopped.
Yeah. I think that's huge.
It also has an interesting stat. It's simultaneously number one on US Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon music charts. So it becomes the first single released in 2025 to do so.
Wow.
So that is huge.
That's huge. Yeah. I think, and also this week, we had Chappell Roan, Subway, etc. And then later in the week, we had Gunna releasing the new song. But within the week, somehow Golden still managed to find that spot where it kind of dethrones every song, and simultaneously hold that position. I think it kind of attests to the fact of how strong the song is.
Maybe it is the song of the summer.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the overall streams currently, because I mean, these streams and this constantly increasing and this viral thing also kind of explains that. I mean, though of course from a chart perspective it won't be. But, overall the feeling, the
virality, many people is that Golden is the song of the summer, and if it gets to number one, we have some interesting stats. It will be the first non-BTS affiliated K-pop song to top the charts.
Wow.
And I think it has been a while since we got a girl band of some sort to get to number one.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not even sure, but Destiny's Child comes to my mind. And it was like 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
So it's finally a girl band's moment again after so many years.
Yeah. And this time from an animated movie.
Yeah, and that is another
that kind of it's another layer, like.
Yeah. And the last time we saw any animated movie getting to number one on Hot 100 was Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the.
But this time, this is the girls. So.
Yeah.
So it's like layers everywhere.
Exactly, and I've seen tweets about its Academy Award nomination for Golden, just like Encanto did back in the day.
Yeah.
So the talk has begun.
Yeah, and also we've seen this week its Daily Double reporting that quote unquote it's time that Grammy considers Golden as a contender. So I think
they're gonna push for that.
In my humble opinion, I definitely agree.
Yeah. I think they have a great team who have managed to get this song so popular.
Yeah.
And number one even on UK and US.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go for that.
Yeah, definitely. Also from the album perspective, maybe also I think we can still talk about that because
and there's the album.
Yeah, I mean next week again based on his Daily Double predictions, we expect the album to cross 100K album equivalent units. That's again another peak. It has been increasing ever and ever since the release. So still, of course, it's going to hold at number 2 due to the gigantic existence of Morgan Wallen.
But the numbers are not that far from each other. It is close.
It's close. Like,
and it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I mean, if they maybe with kind of versions and variants and everything, that's this is kind of the number as we all know right now.
Yeah.
If they pull those things, I think that's definitely going to happen. And I think also the existence of David Guetta remix last week also I think helped the Golden song, and also now I mean the whole entire album is getting streamed higher and higher.
And another song from the album, Soda Pop, has a chance to get inside the top 10.
Wow, I think that's very interesting because probably I think last week, I mean, we've seen Your Idol crossing top 10 for the first time. So, like 2 songs from the movie. So maybe next week we're going to have 3 songs.
3 songs, exactly.
Yeah. So it's becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah. The new Morgan Wallen.
Definitely. I mean, congrats to the entire Sony Pictures, Netflix, Republic Records.
So let's talk about Shaboozey.
Oh, yeah, I think we should because I think there is some interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah, I can't believe we are seeing, this sentence includes interesting and Shaboozey again.
Yeah, because, I mean, definitely, I mean, of course, we still have...
I'm talking about a bar song. So many weeks
to make things clear for the audience. Yes, of course, we're not talking about a bar song.
It's not interesting. I mean, the song is great and it's one of like the top songs on Billboard Hot 100. Yeah. It's just that it has been so long. That's why I'm saying it's not interesting anymore. But what's interesting is some good news.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a second song by Shaboozey, which is good news. getting some velocity in the charts.
Yeah.
So next week, based on Talk of the Church predictions, we expect the song to reach a new peak at number 15. So it's already currently top 20 song. But I think the interesting fact is that last week its radio airplay impressions were more than 50 million, but it was the least streamed song in the top 25 on Hot 100 last
So radio is carrying the song.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about this? I mean, because that's been the kind of the talk of the town. I mean, we've talked about it in previous episodes. You know, Drake even putting out an Instagram story with the rule changes and all that, you know, probably referring to his expectation of changing the kind of the elements of the radio impact. So a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen many tweets about that. Like, remove the radio, please. It doesn't represent the current chart climate. It doesn't represent what people are listening to. So there are lots of tweets, and there are even tweets like removing radio, like what the charts would look like if it wasn't for the radio. So yeah, people are like raising their voices. And Drake is probably talking about that. Because it's like his biggest obstacle towards a number one hit. So Billboard may be considering that soon.
Though we don't have any official explanation.
No, we don't. So this is very interesting. I mean, the good news getting like very few streams compared to top 25. And it's interesting in the fact that like these dinosaurs, quote unquote, like that we said, not having another hit after their gigantic hit, like Benson Boone, Teddy Swims, Shaboozey, and this is like the first time another song from them is gaining steam. So this is good news.
I think top 15 still, I mean, despite everything, I think it's something because, I mean, they tried to do it with Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else.
But they couldn't.
They couldn't.
Yeah,
they tried to do,
couldn't make it.
They tried to do it with Bad Dreams.
Bad Dreams couldn't make it. But this is finally happening. And these songs are the biggest like threats to their success. We've talked about this many times. So I'm glad that a song by Shaboozey is finally getting some momentum. So this might affect a bar song's performance. If it gets some streams, maybe finally we're gonna see it go.
I think it's also hard for the radio to move on from a bar song because I think people are still obviously listening to it. I mean,
the charts should reflect what people are listening to. Of course, that's the point of the charts. As chart fans, we would like to see it a bit more dynamic. And give us something to talk about. And a bar song is on track to become the top song on Hot 100 and surpassing Blinding Lights. Like in a month or so, that's gonna happen.
Definitely. I think that's very interesting. I mean, in terms of the impact on the world, that's also very simple binding. Definitely to see. In my humble opinion, I mean, it wouldn't reflect. I mean, removing the entire radio airplay from chart calculations wouldn't reflect the truth. Definitely, like for example, in the past, where we've seen the impact of digital downloads and sales being lowered. So maybe in the future we might see a move like that, lowering even more. Already it's lowered for radio. I mean, the impact of radio.
Even more, maybe.
Maybe. But I think also even currently right now it's still something. And I think it's also still a huge accomplishment. But I think still it's also, I think, another thing to see how also... although you might have lower streams with huge radio, you can crack top 15. I mean, that's definitely out there. I mean, we've seen it with Anxiety by Doichi.
That was a radio hit as well. let's move on and talk about Billboard 200 for a bit. Because we have some new releases.
Yeah.
Renee Rapp coming in at top 3.
Yeah, probably
number 3.
Yeah. She already did debut at number 1 in the UK charts. So, I mean, it's also great that she's debuting at number 3. It's expected to debut at number 3 based on his level predictions.
Yeah.
Huge congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Definitely.
The album is called Bite Me.
Yeah.
Getting to number 1 in the UK is probably a big accomplishment.
Yeah. By the way, having talked this week a bit about these comparisons, UK versus US charts, I think I'm also curious to know what you think about these kind of differing charting positions of songs. Like, for example, this week we've seen 12 to 12 by Sambar increasing to cracking top 20, for example, but we don't see it even in the Hot 100 chart.
Yeah.
Or, for example, we've seen Chappell Roan debuting at number 1 in the UK with the Subway, but in the US she's probably going to be stuck at number 3, and there are also many more examples like this.
Yeah.
What do you think about why do you think this happens, and what do you think this reflects?
Well, it happens because of the different chart tracking methodologies. There's radio, and UK charts actually weigh down the points for a song when it gets to a certain point. So on Billboard Hot 100 we have these very old songs like Lose Control, more than 2 years now, still in top 10, but that wouldn't happen in the UK charts because they weigh down their metrics after some point.
Yeah.
Billboard has this recurrent rule that doesn't apply to all songs, because if the song keeps increasing and remains at top 10 or top 25 or top 50, it doesn't go away. So that is the I think that is the explanation. And Sambar, of course, is a huge streamer, and I think he is benefiting from that in the UK charts. But for it to do anything on Billboard Hot 100, it has to have radio supporting it, and it doesn't have that yet. So it's very hard for new songs to make a splash at Hot 100 unless you're a big artist.
And also we started to see, I think, some US artists being kind of bigger maybe in the UK, but not as big as that in the US in terms of proportion. Versus the population. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe Sambar is an example of that. Maybe, of course, in terms of total size of streams, of course it's bigger based on the basic natural population, but in terms of the proportion, I think maybe bigger some in the UK, like maybe Chappell Roan, because things like that, etc. So I think that's also another thing to look into.
It kind of leads to a question like, do you think artists might focus more on the UK market now after getting these number 1 hits, like Chappell Roan getting her second number 1, Golden getting to number 1, and many songs getting their peaks higher than the US charts? So do you think it might end up like artists might end up promoting their material on UK charts and in UK more because Billboard Hot 1 is becoming very ordinary, so to speak?
I think for example, from a label point of view, I think they would want to diversify their risks. So I think the labels probably currently in this economy, which is super fragile, etc., they would definitely want to ensure that their artists are prone to more audience in as many markets as possible. Because, so for example, if their artist is popular in 2 or more markets, so they have more chance to yield more things from there, but only as popular in a market, like only in the US or one market. So I think that's won't be, that will be a little risky. I think they're also, in this current times, I think they're also trying to make sure that their artists are more international artists. I think that's the main thing.
It's coming to that point,
right?
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna say things like, okay, we don't have a chance at Billboard Hot 100 because this other song has been there for 13 weeks with a huge radio stat, and we don't have a chance, so let's not focus on that market. Let's focus on UK where we can get a number one.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I think this year in the US, we haven't seen even 30 million streams, weekly streams. Maybe it's the curse of this year. Maybe it's about the songs released this year. I think it's probably about the song released this year.
Yeah, this year isn't the perfect example for anything.
I think it's also kind of a bit of a deterrence for the market as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about something exciting.
Yeah.
It's Daily Double once again.
Yeah.
Hints at a Taylor Swift album.
Yeah, that's, I think, super inspiring. I think the entire, when you look at social media, you see Swifties being flabbergasted by the news. They're super excited.
Of course, everyone is.
Yeah, because I think if she happens to drop an album, a lot of these songs like Lose Control, Beautiful Things, a bar song, they might all go recurrent during the debut week of the album.
Yeah, it's up to a Taylor Swift album or Christmas to remove all these songs.
Yeah. And I think
one is definitely happening for sure. Christmas is happening this year too.
And also, I'm quite curious to see during Christmas time, again, like last year, doing at specific to Christmas Day, are we going to see streams of 20 millions, 25 millions during a day on global Spotify like last year, or as generally we do, or as the rest of this year is going to be less? I don't know, that I'm curious about, but I think probably what the whole world expects from a Taylor album or a Taylor song is to bring the entire streaming numbers back to its heydays, I think. What do you think?
Exactly, the heydays that we miss.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's either going to be Taylor or Christmas to see those streaming numbers.
Yeah.
I think during Christmas time we might see other platforms surge too, not just Spotify.
Yeah.
Amazon or Apple Music, and the numbers might increase on those platforms as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
definitely
exciting for
and of course it's just a rumor.
Fans. It's a rumor.
Yeah.
But they have been hinting at this.
Yeah.
So it might be coming soon.
So it's super interesting. Also we will have the VMAs.
Yeah, the nominations have been announced, and Lady Gaga is leading the nominations with 12.
Yeah.
Followed by Bruno Mars with 11. Kendrick Lamar is nominated for 10.
Wow.
Rosé and Sabrina Carpenter have 8 nominations. Billie Eilish has 6. Taylor Swift is nominated for Artist of the Year, despite not releasing anything. That's interesting.
That's super interesting. I think, a lot of people call Taylor Swift as the music industry right now, as we all know. I think, I don't know, when you look at the overall, I think maybe we need to kind of deduce the numbers, but I think when you look at the overall talk of town, though Taylor Swift doesn't release anything, people are still talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Here we are still looking
this
for
year
Taylor
she
Swift
has done nothing
in
terms of being out there.
Yeah, she indeed is the music industry.
Yeah, probably the only thing that she talked about this year was buying her catalog back. That was the only thing that she talked about. She was out of the spotlight. She was anywhere to be seen, but still, people are always talking about her. So
we are hungry for new Taylor all the time.
Maybe that's why they're nominating her as Artist of the Year. I don't know. Exactly. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe she's gonna release something before the VMAs. And that might be a clue.
Yeah. And I think with Lady Gaga's 11 nominations, I think she has the potential to own the most wins at VMAs to own the record. Yeah,
she deserves it. Actually, she has an amazing videography. Is it called videography? I don't know, but
I mean, both videography and discography
combined. What's
everything?
Called?
Yes.
Exactly. I'm glad Mariah is nominated after all these years. Maybe 20 years or maybe less than that, with Type Dangerous nominated for Best R&B Song. I'm glad she nailed that one.
Congrats to the Hot 100 Billboard Queen.
I think we're done for this episode as well, and we're looking for Golden to get to number 1. So that's gonna be the top story.
Probably. And we're going to see how the next week will unfold. Will Ordinary respond back? Will Subway catch up?
Those are the most interesting stories of the week, and we'll be back discussing them next week.
Hope to talk to you guys again soon.